bus ride, a jeep ride, a hike, and possibly the world's best view. We're trekking in Nepal right here on Drone and Phone.
Well, it's episode 2 on our expedition. We're here by a busy road. We're about to take this bus up to Ulleri and start our adventure. How are you feeling, Andy?
Yeah, a little bit nervous if I'm honest. It's going to be quite high today, but looking forward to the bus journey, get it over with. Looks like it might be a little bit of a bumpy one and then get on that trail.
And we have a little glimpse, if you look behind us here, of what we're going to expect. A beautiful snow-capped mountain just appearing through the clouds right now. Right, let's get on that bus. Let's get on the hiking trails.
Let's go.
Nestled among the towering peaks of the Himalayas, Nepal offers unparalleled opportunities for trekking, and at Drone and Phone it's a trip we've been eager to do since we first started this channel. Beyond the spectacular landscapes, you also get a chance to interact with the warm and welcoming local communities that add another fascinating dimension to the journey. It's a must visit in our book, and easy to get to from Hong Kong. I've linked up with an old friend, Andy Jameson from London, who's featured on a few previous series. Andy is a past Olympic athlete and avid walker, but trekking in the Himalayas is another level. There are hundreds of routes to choose from, but for this series we've created 5 episodes trekking in the central region of Nepal. Starting in Pokhara, we take off on a short adventure up to Poon Hill before embarking on a 4-day hike up to the Annapurna base camp. In the last episode, we leave the tourist trails and head off into the Himalayan foothills of Baglam on a special mission. In this episode, we start with the bus from Pokhara to get us started on the trail and up to Poon Hill, where we've been promised a spectacular view. We wait in the bus as it fills, along with newly hatched chicks beside us. The view from the bus station gives us great promise of the adventure ahead. Soon after we get started on the bus journey, we hit our first obstacle.
Well, we've run into a little bit of a problem. There seems to be roadworks, so we've stopped about 45 minutes outside of Pokhara. We've completely stopped, and all the traffic is just absolutely stopped on the road. So I'll come around here, and just behind me, all the traffic going up the hill and all the way downhill, just as far as we can see.
I'm told by our guide that these types of disruptions are very normal and you should always plan for them when using the roads. Fortunately for us, the road was cleared within an hour and we were back on our way.
Well, how are you doing so far? It's a bit bumpy journey. It's been stop and start all the way, but we're making slow progress and we're now climbing. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. I've got to say the roads are utterly extraordinary. I never expected this. I knew it was going to be quite bumpy, but this is absolutely incredible.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, once we get to Ulleri, the real fun begins. We put the packs on and we start to hike.
As the bus sweeps past deep gorges, across rickety bridges and turns onto increasingly worse roads, the driver is forced to occasionally stop to clear fresh landslides before creeping our way closer to our destination. We stop in one small town where the chick seller leaves with his basket, and then on upwards until we meet a place where the road has been swept away and its replacement is still in construction.
So as you can see here we have road being built, so we've had to get out the bus, do a little bit of a hike past the new construction. We're hoping to find a vehicle on the other side, otherwise we've got a bit more walking than we planned.
After a half-hour wait, a jeep shows up and offers us a lift up the road. Luckily for us, the jeep can drive past Ulleri to the next village, which will help us make up some of the lost time.
Well, this is the end of the road as far as our jeep and transport goes. It's time to start hiking. We're in a place called Bantati. We're about 2,280 meters up, and we're going to be climbing slowly up to Ghorepani. It's about a 3-hour hike, we reckon,
and we've got to climb about 600 metres during those 3 hours. Weather seems to be holding out so far. It's a mixture of sort of sunshine and cloud, but it is definitely getting a lot colder, and we're going to be going up further. Tonight's going to be one of the highest places we're going to stay for a while, and then we're going to be going down and at slightly lower altitudes until we make our final ascent. So anyway, Andy's here. Time to get going. The path to Ghorepani takes you through forest along raging rivers, and in the spring a multitude of rhododendron bushes. Although the going is relatively easy, the shock of hiking at high altitude has us both panting.
Well, bear in mind when you set off, you're going to be setting off at some altitude and you'll be going straight up, so it does feel extremely tough at the very beginning, but once your lungs acclimatise and your legs get used to being on the move every day, it should get a lot easier. But certainly we're breathing pretty heavy on this first chunk. We've got to climb about 600 metres over 3 hours, and we've done an hour and doing okay on the altitude.
Things have been going smoothly until the clouds quickly turned black.
Well, they're either Himalayan size raindrops or it's hailing on me. This was not in the plan.
Along the trail there are occasional checkpoints where we are asked to produce a trekking permit. It's a simple process designed to keep track of hikers in case they go missing, but can feel a little intimidating at first. Checkpoint done, we're soon on the outskirts of Ghorepani, our destination for the day and our first chance to experience a Himalayan tea house.
Quite a big community here. We're going to stay in a place with a fantastic view. I don't think we're going to see it today.
I feel like I'm in England. Ooh.
Once booked in, we warm ourselves round a communal fire, order some food and then head to our rooms. Each village along the trails has a selection of accommodation that offers room and board at a reasonable price. Again, the guide can help in booking ahead in the peak season. So now it's time to sleep, and you can see the accommodation actually is not too bad at all. We're not sure we're going to get this kind of standard the whole way along, but this is a nice room. And if I take you through here, we've even got our own bathroom and a steaming hot shower as well that we had. Oops, where are we in here? There you go. Now we're going to sleep 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're going to take off up Poon Hill, and that will be the end of this episode if we make it. But we're not sure. It's been raining like crazy. We're just praying for some good weather tomorrow. Otherwise, that effort early morning is all going to be a waste of time. 4:30 in the morning, 4:40 in the morning. Let me stop that. And it's time for us to get up Poon Hill. Joining a line of like-minded hikers, we set off on a 45-minute climb to try and reach the summit before dawn breaks. It's cold and steep, but once you reach the summit and dawn starts to break, the magic happens. The view across the Annapurna Massif and the Dhaulagiri range is unforgettable. 12 peaks over 6,000 metres, 2 of which are over 8,000 metres, line up around you. Add some morning fog and sunrise rays spilt across the panorama, and you have a vista that is hard to beat anywhere in the world. Well, that's it for this episode. It's been, pretty easy. Not too difficult yesterday, a couple of hours. This morning, a bit of a crazy start. How's it been for you, Andy?
It's been very good. A little bit chilly, but look at that view. It's certainly worth getting up at 4:40 this morning and getting on the trail at 5.
And it's a full panorama. If you look around there, mountains all around. And we were told we're lucky because yesterday it was cloudy. They didn't get anything. Now, if you're finding this for the first time, you're going to find this and all of our other Nepal adventures on our website, droneandphone.com, and also on our YouTube by just searching out Drone and Phone. For now, my name's DJ.
I'm Andy J.
And this, from this spectacular view, is Drone and Phone.
You've been sleeping in my about